Hey there, Capricorn. It's Tuesday, and I just had the itch to do a reading, and so I thought I'd hop on live, see if I can catch any of you here. Right place, right time. And we're doing a little bit of a check-in on your manifesting. What are you looking for? What are you waiting for? If you are looking for love or money or career changes, perhaps you're trying to make a choice about what school to go to or how to tell your parents something. Could be a lot of things. Well, manifesting an answer to that problem is what I'm talking about today. I can hear myself talking fast, so I'm going to slow down. We're going to take a look into the cards because we're asking the cards for manifesting tips. What kinds of things are suggested by the cards that show up on your behalf? I'm also going to use my book of answers at the end of the reading, and so be sure to stay tuned for that. And I will all you need is to answer a yes or no, excuse me, have a yes or no question in mind, and we will go forward. Okay, so let's just grab the cards here, and as I shuffle, enjoying your intentions, find what it is that you're seeking. Is it love? Is it reconnection? Is it your job that's bothering you? What do you want to manifest next? Okay, let's see what the cards have for us. On the bottom of the deck. Oh, something's troubling you. Been maybe having a hard time trusting, but what are you having a hard time trusting? Is it yourself? Or is it the people in your life? What's going on, Capricorn? Let's take a look. Okay, we have our Hierophant. Oops, Two of Pentacles. And the Magician. Okay. Well, I would say, my friend, that what's going on is that you are having some anxiety. Let me straighten this out a little bit. Something is troubling you. There is some anxiety going on with that Seven of Swords. It could be that you have a friend or a family member who's just been chirping at you a lot about your decisions, about what's going on in your life. Maybe they feel like they know better than you. And being a manifester, you have known the secrets of this, creating your own reality, focusing on what it is that you do want. You're probably smarter than I am when it comes to the books and the YouTubes about manifesting. But there is someone in your life who has been kind of bringing your energy down. So one of the very first pieces of manifesting advice I can give you is to be really careful about who you tell your dreams to. It's important that you, hola, it's important that you understand that not everybody believes that you can attract your own reality in your life. Well, how do we do that? Because we choose how we respond to the conditions of our life. We are making choices about creating our reality out of the fabric of our thoughts about what's going on. So it looks to me that you need to be careful, Capricorn, to close yourself off from talking too much about what you're manifesting to people who don't understand manifesting, because you may be causing yourself some of your own issues. Because if people question what it is you're trying to manifest, you may lose faith in it when they say to you, well, that could never happen, right? So why do I say that? Because these cards that showed up for you today with this manifesting check-in are very good. The first one that strikes me is the Hierophant. So this does seem to be a reading for someone who's looking for love. It just has a love feel to it, because I feel that if you're here at this reading, you may be one who does desire a traditional couple. You want to be in your family is important to you. The way you were raised is very important to you. You may not be one who would choose an alternative lifestyle. Now, if this reading doesn't ring true for you, there's lots of readings out there that might. But this energy here is showing me that somebody needs to make a careful choice and to trust what they are wanting. What is it that you truly desire? I'm going to give you a manifesting process here at the end of the reading, as well as we're going to use my my yes no answers book to get some more specific guidance, because there is a choice that's needing to be made here. However, the core level of your, excuse me, of Capricorn, of your desire to be grounded, to be secure, to be respected, it's so in you. And see the joy? It's not like it's an angry sort of, or, not at all. There's this gentle command. So it could be that in your growing up years, you had someone that showed you this kind of strong, loving guidance, and that you've really placed that at the pinnacle. It's like what you want the most is this solid, stable relationship. Now, what we notice here is that now, did he just come down these stairs and he's resting at the bottom and he's feeling so self assured? Or does he know that all he has to do is to go up to his place of divine connection, right? Going into his mind and using the mind for the positivity that we can as humans, picking the most positive aspect. One of the lessons from the Hierophant card for you today, Capricorn, is that guard against have too strong of expectations of your partner. You are sure about what you want, but you could come across as a little rigid, or excuse me, I don't want to offend, but you don't want to be so tightly holding your ideals that the person might feel that they can't measure up, okay? Because if you come at it with joy, if you come at it with the idea that you want to share your joyful heart and your traditions with the people you're involved with, they will get that for sure. Okay. And now we have this Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is about your money, and it's more than that. It's about your relationship skills, like your ability to talk to the person, communicate about the things that are important. So what is it that's most important to you when it comes to your loving partner? All right. As you get very clear about what it is that you're wanting to manifest today, you are going to realize that some of what you thought was important in the past, Capricorn, is not important anymore. Notice how this bag is full. It's rich. It looks complete. This is like a ghost. So I feel like there's something in how you used to feel your ideal partner would have certain things for sure. And I'm just sensing that one of them doesn't have the same importance anymore. Okay, you have all the tools you need to attract what it is you're looking for. The Magician is full of juice, full of electricity, full of potential. The choice is yours. If you have felt stuck, we're seeing two potential problems to deal with, Capricorn. The first problem is telling your story to people who don't understand manifesting. So when you're talking about how you're going to manifest the ideal partner, they can't believe with you, and it's causing you to have doubt. So you do need to be careful about who you talk to. And the other thing is that there's something in your list of what you want that is fading. It's not as important anymore. So I want to demonstrate something here for you, because I have a couple of magnets, and I like to use magnets because they're so clear about what's supposed to happen. So as you're out and about, you're clear on your desires. You know for sure what it is that you're wanting. And you go about your business. You get an urge to stop at that particular coffee shop, or you're going to go to that particular market. You stop at the postal service. You're drawn to do certain things. And there are humans that are in these places that wouldn't have been there at a different time. So your ability to follow your hunches is what you're looking for. You don't, if you're staying home too much, then that's a sign of being stuck, because if you want to be with a partner, you got to get out there in the world. And then as you get clear on what it is you're wanting, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second here. As you get clear about what you're wanting, you do the inner work of releasing yourself from expectations that may not serve you anymore. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. What happens is you're going out and about, that you're going to be naturally magnetized to certain people. It just happens. It might only be for a moment, or it might be long term. But there's this horizontal gravity, this magnetism that happens with humanity. Now, if you have an oppositional day, let's say you're feeling in a bad mood and your whole personality just flips, sorry for that loud noise, so that now you're just not at your best. Somebody hurt your feelings and you're having issues. When you go out with your day, look what happens. The very thing that you're wanting runs away from you, right? It's just that change in attitude, that change in perspective. It's so easy, honestly, creates that magnetism that is your birthright. Okay, so let's talk briefly here. What are we going to do manifesting wise? Number one, write down a list. I know some of you already wrote a list of your ideal partner. You've already done that. I understand, but please humor me, because this is a manifesting message for today. What is today? The 18th of April, 2022. Write down a list of your deal breakers. What is it that you for sure want? Capricorn, you are sure about what you want. I know you. I mean, God love you. If anything, you kind of scare people with how intense you can be about your desire for security, right? So write down everything that's important to you. Now, when you go through this list, I want you to write on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it that these aspects are true of your potential partner? Try to write at least 5, maybe 10. Get exact. What kind of food do you think they should eat? Where do they like to spend their spare time? What do they do for their business? What is their most important value when it comes to families? Write down as much detail as you can, and then rank them on a scale of 1 to 10. Now look through that list. They shouldn't be all 10. As you've matured lately, some of the things aren't as important for you anymore. Be honest. Make those choices. Focus on what it is that is the most important. Try to cross 2 or 3 things off of a list of 10. Things that you can say to the universe, you know what? If that happens, great. But if it doesn't, I'm fine with that. And meanwhile, as you prune some of your expectations, you equip yourself to be so much more magnetic. It's almost like letting the universe have some control in it. I know we're supposed to create our own reality, and I know you've been doing the work, but we need to be open for some spontaneity. And that's what the magician is all about. Okay. So as you write that list, cross out a couple, 3 of those. Okay. And then I want you to burn the list, crush the list, throw it away, but allow it as you release the list itself. You are doing a work of faith to allow the energy that's out there to help you become more attractive to your ideal partner. Okay. So remember that if you're experiencing a lot of disappointment when it comes to the types of things you're manifesting, check your attitude. Make sure that you are not holding any hard feelings, because that will create this oppositional energy that will just scoot that person right away from you. Okay, so let me get my book here, the Book of Answers. And so what I'd like for you to do is just hold a question that can be answered with a yes or a no, and I will I will fluff through these pages, and I'll open to any random page. So go ahead, your yes or no question. That is a good word. When in doubt, don't. Oprah says that. When in doubt, don't. Doubt can be a very good tool. If you commit to yourself for right now that if you're in doubt, you will stop, it will really help you. especially when it comes to who to talk to about your desires and your wishes. You really do need to have a manifesting partner, somebody who you can talk about Abraham Hicks and Neville and creating intentions, and they're not going to roll their eyes because they understand you. Okay, so I'm excited because Capricorn, to have the Hierophant and the Magician right here, this is a juicy time. There is a, what is the new moon is coming up here in the next couple of days. And so I'm just sensing the kind of like the earth moving Capricorn. It's spring where new things are getting planted. But I really think if you get serious and take your list of ideal attributes of your partner and just prune it a little bit, and then that decision alone is going to bump you into some action for the spring. So go forth and prosper. Thank you very much for listening in to the reading, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.